You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Brings in the kick at the 9. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Finds him over the middle. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. Here's Penix. That throw behind his intended target.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Penix working from the gun. To the sideline and secured by London. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They go play action. Here's Penix. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's 2nd down coming up.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Running it after the penalty. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. It's about a 4-yard pickup, and they'll still be playing the sticks. 3rd and 11 coming up.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Penix. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. 16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. From the red zone now. He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Robinson on the inside give. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Penix on 3rd down. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and short. The Falcons calling the field goal team's number this time. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Six take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here on 1st down. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackled by Luke Orhorhoro. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. carries here. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. He's going to throw this one. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints finish off their opening drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Saints one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play action, here's Penix. That's complete to Jackson.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Penix here from the gun. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Junior Colson.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Running this one left. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to the well again. Across midfield to the 45. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. The Saints trying to make some noise before halftime. All set up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll motion him out of the backfield. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10 from the 41. First throw for the backup now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure should be a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Another try following the sack. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Saints might be able to get some points late after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Oh, put some heat up. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Here's a give up the middle. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. Brought in by Chase near the sideline. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains. Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 15. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Finds a big lane. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. Give him 13 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Hand off to the back. And he'll push them down to the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle, instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cut near the goal line. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
What is this? 4th and 3, drive on the line. Plowing up the middle. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Okay, you could just feel it, right? Right off the snap, you just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on first down. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as a QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 2nd and 10 now. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stomped on a huge gain. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He brings it in. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. Third and just 2 to go. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. That's a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score the touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a Great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Penix looking to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Falcons will have a first. Penix working from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw now. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Give now to the running back. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
They send a tight end in motion. Back-to-back carries here. And this one doesn't work any better. Defense there to drop him at the line again.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. Throwing now from the gun. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Falcons have some new life in the 4th. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll take.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. Linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. Hits him on the in route. Continuing to move past the 45. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Got him, man. It's London. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third down, 1 yard to go. Another give for Bijan. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Throwing now on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up second down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments, isn't it?
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, with the interception earlier, a sack right now, you've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the